All right, Shalom Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. And on top of everything that's going on, Esau Edom is still preparing for war. Esau Edom is still preparing for World War III, which, as it says in the book of Isaiah 9 and 5, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments ruled in blood. Ancient battles were fought with men screaming, uh, just hand-to-hand combat, all right, or sword combat. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. All right, so this war is going to be basically who has the biggest missiles, man. This war is going to be a nuclear war, this Third World War. All right, so it says U.S. military successfully test launches hypersonic glide body. All right, because now Esau Edom has seen that he's already behind. He's already behind, man. Here it is. Russia has the Vanguard, certain hypersonic missiles. They have better missile defense systems. They have more, they're getting more people on their side as far as receiving, their help as far as taking their S-400, the missile defense systems. So now Esau has to get more clever with his side. He has to get more clever in making hypersonic missiles, because regular ones ain't going to do it. All right, a hypersonic missile, I think they said it can go up to like Mach 5, which is like 5,000 miles an hour. Super fucking fast. Let's put it like that. The Pentagon has announced, and this goes to show you that Esau is scared, man. All right, which is understandable. You can't come to I just say you can't come to a gunfight with a knife. You're gonna lose. The Pentagon has announced that it has successfully tested a hypersonic glide body, saying that the launch will play an important role in future hypersonic technology development. Nah, man, it's going to play an important role in World War III. The U.S. Navy released a clip of the projectile's launch, which was carried out in cooperation with the Army. The hypersonic glider was launched from the Pacific Missile Range facility in Hawaii on Thursday night, yet confirmation came only on Friday. Its flights was tracked by the Missile Defense Agency, which will use the flight data to improve its own hypersonic defense systems. This improvement is seen as crucial, as Washington has said earlier that it has lagged behind other states like Russia when it comes to development of such arms. So here it is. Esau will tell you the truth and a lie at the same time. All right? So as we always say too, when you read these articles, you got to eat the meat and spit out the bones. Esau's afraid of Russia. All right? So they feel like they got to get on the same page. Now they're playing catch up. All right? They're being reactionaries, man. All right? And we see, all right, you know what happens to the last one that gets to the battle, man. They normally lose. All right? That was in this book I had read, this by Sun Tzu. I forgot the name of it. But it goes into, you want to get to the battle earlier, so that you can set up and you're not rushing and scrambling and being unorganized. But that's what Esau failed to understand that. So we see he's going to get effed up, man. He's going to get messed up. All right. It says Moscow is already taking deliveries of the Cadence Hall, meaning Dagger, air-launched hypersonic missiles, while the first of its silo-based Vanguard gliders have already been deployed. The latter can reportedly reach a speed of Mach 27. God damn. Mach 27 is 27,000 miles an hour. And its testing last year prompted a retired U.S. Chief of Staff to declare that existing American defense systems are simply incapable of countering such a weapon. All right, and we want this place to fall, man. Okay, we want this place out of here. This place of our captivity, we want this place to fall. Revelations 18:1. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the whole of every foul spirit. I'm trying to fuck on that. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils. Is become the habitation of desert animals, and the hold of every foul spirit, in a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. All right, Nahum called this place the bloody city. Who is it? Another thing this place is called is Egypt. All right, Sodom. So everything about America leads to destruction. A deceased, or if not deceased, a historical a place written in history of destruction. When you think about Egypt, you think about how the Lord destroyed that place, man. How the Lord destroyed the Egyptians, how the Lord brought plagues upon that place. When you think of Sodom and Egypt, destruction. Okay? So it says, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven, saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. All right? Basically, the angels are going to come and extract the elect, beam them up into the chariots before, all right, those nuclear missiles hit touchdown. For her sins have reached into heaven, and God have remembered her iniquities. All right, I didn't see it. I got to look it up. I mean, the brother Kazaki was going into how, now they have a meme of God bowing down to Donald Trump. Like, nah, hell nah. You didn't cross the line. It says, remember her, even as she rewarded, it says, reward her, even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. And this place has rewarded, all right, the Most High and us, by Xing us out of the picture. So the Most High is going to X her out of the picture. That's how it goes. And the cup which she had filled to her double. So Esau's going to get a double dose of his own medicine. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. For strong is the Lord who judgeth. Strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Okay? So, back in the article now, it says, the latter can reportedly reach a speed of Mach 27, and its testing last year prompted a retired U.S. Chief of Staff to declare that existing American defense systems are simply incapable of countering such a weapon. China, too, is developing two similar missiles, with one declared operational last year. By contrast, the U.S. has yet to field a hypersonic missile. That's a spirit. We just talking about that. It says changing fortunes. U.S. now races to catch up with Russia on hypersonic weapons. You know, I mean, the one who is last to the battle is normally the one that loses. Okay, that's what Sun Tzu said. It says, by contrast, the U.S. has yet to field a hypersonic missile. In Friday's press release, the Pentagon said it aims to deploy hypersonic capabilities in the early to mid 2020s. The prototype tested on Thursday was developed by Dynetics Technical Solutions and is referred to by the Pentagon as Common Hypersonic Glide Body, or CHGB. The glide body is launched by a conventional rocket, which breaks away before the glide accelerates to more than 5 times the speed of sound. On its way to the target, the glider can maneuver to evade missile defenses. Okay? Earlier this month, officials at the U.S. Department of Defense set up a hypersonic war room to brainstorm the development of these futuristic weapons and to assess the industrial base for manufacturing them. To that end, the Pentagon has requested $3.2 billion for hypersonic development in its proposal 2021 budget. So here it is. Esau is still in he's only in he's in the hypothesis stage. Meanwhile, Russia has already built and rebuilt hypersonic missiles, and they have missile defense systems to counteract, or stronger missile defense systems than America. All right, so this place is done, man. The Most High set a trap for this place, as is also written how the Lord set a time for Esau that he cannot overpass. Okay? And fuck this place, man. Here it is, you charging shit out of us because you can't stop being a warmonger. But it's okay. He's just marching into his own destruction. That's why we like Trump, man. He's a proud devil that won't back down, even when it's obvious that he's lost. Whether the splurge of investment will be enough to close the gap between Washington and Moscow, it says, remains to be seen. In an interview earlier this month, Russian President Vladimir Putin said that while we always had to catch up to our strategic weapons competitor, for the first time we have created such offensive strike systems which the world has never seen. Now they are chasing after us, trying to catch up. All right, so let me get one more precept, then end it out. Second Peter's 3:9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to uswards, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. Here it is. Our elders and their elders been out there since the 70s, warning the leaders that be, as it says in Isaiah 13, go into the gates of the nobles and wag the finger. All right, telling them their wickedness, and if they don't stop, what's going to happen? They didn't listen. 2/3 didn't listen, so judgment is coming. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing that all these things should be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? And seeing that these elements should be dissolved, I was thinking about that there's a series on the History Channel, I want to say, going into let me see, history. Well, there's a bunch of them, but I remember the Apostle Ramla, he did a lesson. Damn, I'm trying to remember the name of that lesson, Salakia. But it's basically going into how what would happen if nuclear missiles touch down to this place, man. And I believe it was saying that even in the midst of, once that nuclear missile touched down, the midst of it is 10 million degrees Fahrenheit. So just imagine the after effects when it hits people. All right. It says, looking for and hasting until the coming of the day of the Lord, back in 2 Peter 3 and 12. When the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. So all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. So with that, shalom to the elect.